Hey guys, welcome back to my channel The Glitter Glam. I create content on beauty and skincare here on YouTube, and for today's look I'll be doing this Bollywood inspired makeup look of the gorgeous Kiara Advani from her recent movie Shershaah. I was so intrigued by this look of hers, and the movie in itself is a masterpiece. She's playing the role of Dimple Cheema, girlfriend of late Captain Vikram Batra. Now her look in the entire movie is very simple and fresh. It is almost a no makeup look, and the USP of the look is her kohl rimmed eyes and natural pink flush of color on her cheeks, and we will try and achieve the same. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't till now, and also hit the notification bell besides to keep yourselves updated. Also, please do not get into any sorts of comparisons of my looks with that of hers. It's just an inspired makeup look, and if you're really interested to know how I got this look, let's begin. Before I begin with the makeup, I have already prepped up my skin with a thick layer of the Clinique Moisture Surge almost 30 minutes before starting my makeup. Now Kiara's look in the movie is very simple and desi, and there's a very natural looking fresh and healthy glow throughout, and we will try and achieve the same. And to get that radiant glow, I'm going in with the MAC Strobe cream in the pink light variant. This is a beautiful illuminating cream and works really well under the foundation or even on its own. So after dotting it, I'm spreading it starting from the center across my entire face. Next, to start with the eye makeup, I'm going to fill in my brows using the Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow eyebrow pencil in the shade 5 Deep. So at first I have feathered up all my eyebrow hair with a spoolie, and then I'm underlining the lower borders, and then will also outline the upper borders. And once I'm done with lining the borders of my brow, I will then fill in all the sparse areas and bald spots, and then go in with the spoolie once again in the end to blend out everything to perfection. Next, for the shadows, I'll be using the Bite Size palettes by e.l.f. Cosmetics in the shade Cream and Sugar. And taking the lightest shade from the palette, I'm going to place it on my entire lids, and will also go in the crease with the same using a big blending brush. Keeping in mind Kiara's look, she just had a very soft flush of brown on her lids, nothing too fancy, and we would try and achieve something similar. Next, taking the deep brown color from the same palette, I'm going to first place it on the lids, and then we'll blend it out using a big blending brush. And then using a clean blending brush, I'm going to blend out my crease in order to get smooth transitions. Now the main USP of the look is her very prominent kohl rimmed eyes, and to achieve that I'm going to tightline my lower and upper waterline using the Sugar Cosmetics Intense Kohl of Honor pencil in the shade Black. And to make it look more intense, I'm going to go on my lash line also with the same. Next, using a small pencil brush and the same deep brown shadow, I'm going to smudge and smoke out my lower lash line. Now it did not look like she was wearing any falsies, but still her lashes were quite prominent. So before I go in with the mascara, I'm going to prep my lashes up using an eyelash curler by Vega. And then for mascara, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild's XXL Lash Mascara. And since I won't be going in with any falsies, I'm going in with about 3 to 4 coats of mascara. I'll also coat my lower lashes with the same, and we are done with the eye makeup. Moving on to the base makeup. Now from the pictures, it was quite evident that Kiara Advani had gone in for a very natural looking no makeup look. Having said that, she definitely had some makeup on with a nice flush of color on her cheeks. And to get the same, I'll be going with a foundation with sheer coverage. You can also skip the foundation if you want, but I prefer a more evened out skin tone. So for this, I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation, as this has a sheer to medium buildable coverage. I'm in the shade 228 Soft Tan, and to blend it out, I'm using a Damn Beauty sponge. I've taken about 1 pump of the foundation, and after dotting it on my entire face and neck, I'm going to blend it out. And using a Damn Beauty sponge or a blender to blend out your foundation gives in a more natural looking sheer coverage, as the sponge tends to absorb some product. So whenever you want to go in for natural no makeup looks, go in with a sheer to medium coverage foundation and use a damp sponge or blender to blend it. And after I finish up blending the foundation and to throw in some light on the high planes and also to brighten up my under eyes, I'm going in with the Instant Age Rewind Concealer by Maybelline in the shade 120 Light. As this shade is pretty much lighter than my skin tone, I use it as a highlighting concealer just to bring in some light on the high points of my face. Also, I find this drying up a little too fast, so you need to be really quick while working with this. So I'm going in my under eyes, a bit on my forehead and just a dash on my chin. And to blend it out, I'm using the same damp beauty sponge. And then to set the concealer in my under eyes in order to prevent it from creasing into the fine lines, I'm going in with the Revlon's Nearly Naked Pressed Powder in the shade 010 Fair. I'm not setting my entire face, else the whole look will become matte. I'm just setting the under eyes by pushing the powder in with a powder puff. Now she definitely had a nice rosy pink flush of color on her cheeks, and for that I will be taking the pink shade from the Nykaa's Malibu Barbie blush palette and using a blush brush by Wet n Wild, I'm going to apply it generously on the apples of my cheeks. And to make it look more natural and put together, I'm going to dust off the remaining bit on the tip of my nose. Next, to add on to that natural glow, I'm going in for a soft and gentle highlight, and for that I'm using the Merry Luminizer by the Balm Cosmetics. So using a highlighting brush by Wet n Wild, I'm going on the cheekbones, a little bit on my temples and forehead, on the bridge of my nose and a tiny bit on my chin. I'm going in with a very light hand with minimum pressure possible, as I want it to be very natural looking and subtle at the same time. For the lips, I'm going to apply the Myglamm Moisturizing Matte Lip Crayon in the shade 002 Debutante. It's a nice rosy pink nude, something similar to what Kiara was wearing. With that, we finish up with the face makeup, and to set and seal everything in, I'm using the Wet n Wild's Photofocus Natural Finish Setting Spray, and using in a setting spray right after makeup will melt in all the powders and other products used in and will lock in my makeup and make it long lasting. So I will spritz it all over my face and then fan it down. And for the final finishing touches, I have put on a small red bindi. To accessorize, I have paired these oxidized silver jhumkis and a very basic pink and white suit. For the hair, I have kept it simple, center parted and tied a ponytail like hers, and I really like how the look has turned out. So do let me know your thoughts on this by commenting down in the comment section below. Also do like, share and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell besides to keep updated to all my posts. I shall see you soon with a brand new one. Until then, bye guys.